So how much do you think the Arizona audit in Maricopa County is worth versus how much it costs, Johnny Million? What, do you have any idea?
Now, worth to who? That's the key, because I've got a feeling that the people that are putting money into this were not anticipating that it could backfire as hard as it is.
Mm-hmm.
Because the only fraud people are turning up are Republican fraudulent votes, and the whenever they're questioned in their means and practices and anything that's squirrely, they always have like, well, an explanation. We can totally tell you why that person left this room for that reason, but they don't believe it when it's in any other story that they're hearing.
Yeah.
So it's just the classic case of hypocrisy, and they want it both ways.
Oh, and there's nothing wrong with hypocrisy when it's cheap. You know what I mean? Like if it's just kind of
this is expensive hypocrisy.
Yeah, right. If it's just about you and what snacks you're like, I know I shouldn't be eating this. That level of like you're eating too much salt while you're eating Pringles.
We can call that hypocrisy. That's awesome.
Sure, yeah. Just like that's low run. Yeah. It's your ironic levels of hypocrisy. Whereas in this term, they have spent, according to one of the guys involved who live streamed or posted a video from his private plane, because they're sick of the elites telling the real Americans how to live.
They're of the people.
This guy, Jovan Hutton Pulitzer, no relation, who calls himself an inventor. He's the guy who developed the technology. He invented the technology that helps them find panda poop in the shards of paper that are mashed into the fake ballots that were shipped from China. Were any to be found. I'm sure if the allegation was that a Chinese tree frog urine was used for ink, he would be the guy. So he apparently let it slip during this live stream that it cost. While the state senate in Maricopa County paid $150,000, for this, they put of taxpayer money into this thing, $150,000. The endeavor itself cost $9 million, including $2 million for security, which seems to only be used to keep reporters out.
Yeah.
And to make sure no one sees them violate the rules about ballot security in their hands. So security has to be done in air quotes, I suppose. They're talking $9 billion. He's the guy who came after the bamboo fibers.
Right.
Now they want to do this. Now that $9 million, while it's nothing to sneeze at, is nowhere near somewhere in the order of $22 million in loss of equipment that Arizona is facing because of this, because they're going to have to throw out all the stuff they bought, all their machines, because there is no way you would hand. Yes, now there's no way you would hand over your voting machines to these guys privately while they did not live up to all the security details that they promised they would. Yeah. They did not secure the voting machines themselves, and nobody in their right mind would reuse these machines. Knowing that they have been in the hands of folks that are their single reason for why this was a fraudulent election was Trump lost. Now I'm happy to play along with their delusion that there was some sort of major, fraud going on here. They want to call that out. This 30,000 dead people voting here, and 150,000 illegals, and 60,000 underage.
No one wants that.
Nobody wants that. But I'm going to say out loud and full-throated for as long as they bring this stuff up that if they ever find any of that, all of those people are Trump voters. Prove me wrong. Every fake vote is a Trump vote. No, and because they're not even looking to do that, which to me makes me think that they suspect that might have happened and are intentionally avoiding looking at that, because what if it comes out that we discovered 150,000 votes and Biden gets more votes because the fake ballot.
Is that like when they accuse all liberals of being pedophiles, like that you just have to project and cast aspersions?
Yeah, and then Matt Gates's new details in that case comes out. Nice segue, Johnny. We'll be back right after the House Parks Radio program, Mega Worldwide on WCPT Radio, Chicago's Progressive Talk, WCPT820.com, Sexy Liberal Podcast Network. It's the House Parks Radio podcast, Mega Worldwide. If you want to listen to the highlights, the cliff notes, the short version, you can read, even listen to it at double speed if your ears can handle it. We'll be back.